Okay, on the inconsistent problem, are you like consistently practicing your mechanics?
Yeah. So during the soldier mode, obviously, I did it every day.
Yeah.
I took a week off, and now I'm doing basically the same routine every day. I'm just not recording it.
Yeah, so like one more question. What is consistency for you? Is this consistency like the same amount of kills, winning the games all the time, or like the same amount of rounds won? How do you measure it?
Well, I would say like if I play 3 games today and I have like 2.5 KD, and then the next game I have 0.2, that's pretty inconsistent, you know?
Okay, so that's not how you should measure consistency because the stats are like outcome of everything that happened in the game. The only thing that can be consistent is actually like your inputs. So how you play, how you execute the play. If you execute the play the same way, then it means you're consistent. The result can be different. You can get 3 kills once, 1 kill once, and die 3 times in a row sometimes, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then if you execute that play exactly like you want to, and it doesn't work most of the time, so it's like shit, maybe stop doing the play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how you should think about this CS as a system, you know? And then maybe your mechanics were trash and that's why you were losing the duels. So that's also can be coming into the inconsistency. But anyways, we'll take a look and we'll take a look at that problem for sure. I'll have it in mind. Anything else that comes to mind apart from that?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously suck. I didn't mention mechanics because I thought it was obvious. Like, obviously, I catch myself doing stupid mistakes mechanically, but I don't feel like it's that bad. Like it's the main thing holding me back necessarily, you know.
Oh, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. We're gonna pick a match, so I'll let you pick a map and I'll pick a match. So you tell me what map you would wanna have reviewed first.
Something like Mirage or Anubis, I think, would be pretty telling.
I think Mirage is the most obvious one, is the like most common map. We'll pick the last match. Take a look at that.
Okay. So Mirage, I usually play window.
Cool.
Just for information, but I think here someone wanted to play, so
okay, so first mistake, like you're buying utility on pistol rounds. You never want to do that. It's just useless.
I thought it's like fine if like 1 or maximum 2 buy.
It's not fine. It's
that's what I'm looking for. Okay.
No, it's useless in like if you watch like 100 matches of like people in top 30 HLTV on FACEIT, like not a single time they will buy fucking util on CT. I can bet this with you. Just don't do it. It's really useless. Okay. You're not gonna like unless you wanna buy smoke and defuse kit. If you wanna buy smoke and defuse kit because you're expecting later to like defuse the bomb on a retake, I'm fine with that. Other than that, maybe one more thing you could do, you could buy 2 dual Berettas and drop it to 2 of your teammates. These 2 options, I see. You're like, okay guys, you want dualies? Here you go, 2 dualies, 1 guy, 2nd guy. Or smoke and defuse kit. Other than that, not the best idea.
Even if we have like some actual coordinated stuff, if I have like normal teammates that listen, on T-side and Anubis, for example, I usually buy a molly for window and then we all rush mid and it's kind of...
No, that's cool. If you do a strat, that's okay, but I didn't hear any strat here, and it's a city side, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, like, is it like...
No, of course, if you have a call on T side and everybody agrees, okay, let's do this, and you need the smoke or flashes for this, of course, you can do it, yeah?
Okay, yeah, again.
Okay, you're jumping around like like playing a adventure game. This is useless. Like, you need to take your gun out and just peek and try to get some kills. This is actually slowing you down, yeah? You're just jumping around, like, giving them info about where you are, having your smoke out. This is not how you should play.
I never do this, I don't know.
This smoke is super useless. You're just blocking vision from yourself. And your teammate has like mid, so it shows me that you're completely not aware of what's going on the map. Like you don't realize that there is nobody mid. Or like nobody close short, that's what I mean. Because your teammate would be shooting him. Of course, there's a guy behind boxes, but yeah, this is super useless. Now you're like taking your nade out. I don't know what you're doing with that. You definitely should not have your nade out here. Yeah, you're just running around. So another thing is like you completely don't realize that you're giving info to all these people when you're jumping around here or when you're stepping. When you're running back, right? You don't want to step this area, like on this area or like actually this whole area, right? You don't want to step. You want to start stepping around when you get here if you're rotating. This is where you should not be stepping, and this is around the moment you can start stepping, yeah?
Yeah.
So you give full info to the team. I don't know really what you're doing with these flashes. smokes A, but there's 3 of your teammates on A and no info, no shots, nothing. Like no T's on the radar. I don't even think the bomb was on the radar. Maybe it was, but it was one guy. And you're rotating off. This flash is pretty useless, doesn't really support people.
One is gone. Go B, they might be faking it.
Now they have B. Okay, so right here would be nice if you go with your teammate, with this guy, right? Would be way better if you just go with him, because you can trade them immediately. You're holding this angle, but you're not actually going with your teammates. You just need to go with him, not through window, like just stick to him and just trade him, yeah? That would be the best play here to do. So ideally you would go market anyways, like even if you know that he's here, you would wanna go market and pick him from market. So there is a ton of mistakes here, like 1 million mistakes in this round that I could point out like separately, but the thing you should be doing instead of these mistakes is like this. You should first of all run with your gun out, peek mid if you want to go short. If you don't want to go short, you should take some kind of passive position on B and just stay in that position until you see enemies or see bomb, okay? That's the simplification of this round. So you did like 1 million useless shit. What you should do is just buy armor, get yourself in a good position. In this case, you were solo on B, so it would be completely fine if you just run out short, check mid, and then go back and hold B from short, like hold this angle, you know? That would be completely fine. Okay, so you're buying Deagle on CT side. This is another huge mistake, because you're getting 2,400 loss bonus, and you only have like 3,000, not 3,000, 3,800. Which is not enough for M4 and some util. And util is like way more important on CT side than it is on T side, you know? Also, did you call out where you're playing in the beginning? Because I really don't want to go back to the...
Yeah, so I remember I said I want to play window. I think said he called window, so I was just kind of had to fill out what was left.
Okay, so you got info that people are short. And you're shifting into the angle. Well, if you have info that they're short, which we can clearly hear, right? You should peek it without shift. That's very important, because if you're shifting out like this, the guy starts shooting you while you're shifting and you're not like peeking fast on his screen. So you need to just put the crosshair and make like a short peek without steps, or actually it doesn't matter that you make steps here because you're far away from short, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So don't peek with shift. Like these random jumps, you will never see it in like pro play, because it actually slows you down. It's slower to make a... I mean, doesn't slow you down that much, but it slows you down in terms of it being... If you don't like strafe around in the air, it's slower to just jump than to run. So you don't want to do these random jumps. You just want to take your knife and run straight to the position. It's fine what you're doing here. I have no idea why you use the smoke. Blocks
I thought
your
they
vision.
might go very aggressive, and I wanted to just be able to focus on Palace if one is lurking connector or something without getting killed. Because I always get unlucky with these timings. The moment I'm gonna focus on A, he's gonna...
Yeah, but like,
connected, you know?
You don't really need to focus on A here. You can just stay here in con and not use any smoke, and you'll be fine. You didn't see anybody on mid, right? So you know that nobody's top mid at this moment. Maybe they'll come soon. Yeah. So you can just focus on under, and then after that you can just stay in con. You don't need to use the smoke here because you're kind of blocking your own vision.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, this is okay. You seem to have a little bit of a crouching problem, but we'll see next duels. There was nothing like super wrong about this round.
Why we don't have a B player?
Okay, so this window, please, you need to like break it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're throwing this molly. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking.
I think my mate called short, and that's why.
There is not much wrong with this molly, but if your teammates are playing like heavy A, I would recommend going short and fighting mid with them and completely leaving B. You can still like throw this molly on a run and run towards short and fight mid and completely leave B. And then if mid is cleared, you can just hold from here. Because playing solo B is kind of shit. If you get like rushed, you can't really defend it, you know?
Yeah.
So smoking short here, not a terrible idea, but I hate the way you're like using utility. You're playing this game like it's a little bit of a different game, you know? Like you're smoking the like utility is important. Utility you could actually like reach level 10 without using any utility. And honestly, you should not use utility because here you're smoking, and if they're actually rushing through that smoke, at this moment they're pushing through smoke. And you have your nade out, right? I noticed before you had your nade out here on short when you were playing in pistol round. So you're having these nades out like for longer periods of time and holding them is not the best idea. This flash, again, useless. Like pretty much all the util you just thrown is useless. Like this smoke is fine, okay? If they're rushing, yeah, it will stop them. But it's fine if you're gonna hold the smoke, but you're not even holding the smoke. You just did the smoke and you're not even looking at it. You're not even looking if they're pushing through it, right? So if you're doing that kind of a smoke, then actually hold it. Don't hold it with a nade. Go behind sight and just hold the smoke and make sure like you seeing this whole smoke all the time. So if they go like right now, if they're going through the smoke, right now, like you're not actually patrolling the whole smoke. They could like sneak here and peek you, you know?
Yeah.
So if you're throwing smokes, just keep looking at them.
What is nobody's aim?
What the fuck? Okay, this is nice. Good job. Okay, one thing that I would like you to fix as well is when you're throwing molly, don't like, I don't know if you ever throw like ball in real life. Like you ever played like, I don't know, with a tennis ball or like with a ball that you just throw forward?
Yeah, I know.
Like when you throw, you kind of like shake your wrist, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Like
actually told me this before. I tried to fix it. It got a bit better, but I still sometimes do it
doesn't look like it got better. You still like shake your hand up in the air. You wanna like learn to throw utilities while tracking angles. So here, for example, you can track like this and just throw it, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to be like shaky with the util because of that you will miss it. Like just standing and looking like this at the molly and crouching is not the best play because they're not gonna randomly in the middle of the molly start running into it. You could be going here and jump spotting, so to see if anybody's behind the molly. You could also nade that place, so if they want to sneak behind the molly and wait for the molly, they're gonna get naded, right? There's many things you can do.
Yeah, I sometimes do that as well. It's just B is like my least favorite position on this map.
Sure.
Don't die.
Yeah, so the strafes are pretty bad here because you're strafing and you're like half counter strafing. I don't even know what to say here about this. It's just bad strafing, you know? It doesn't look like you control your character. If you want to be silently like holding angles, you need to learn to move around while switching between shift, crouch, and peeking in and out and be in constant movement. Don't do this like choppy strafes. Like you do this, you peek out, and then you like half strafe to the left. I don't know how to... Like this was fine. This is okay, but right here you did like double strafe to the left, like double press on the key, you know?
I see what you mean, yeah.
And again, like you peeked and you do like double presses. Yeah, I don't know why you keep throwing this flash. It's pretty useless. You should like just forget this flash.
Okay.
This is okay, but again, you're like taking your util out in the middle of the fights. You didn't really know where the enemies are because you're like looking at ramp, and if they're peeking you from ramp right now, you might be dead, you know? You need to peek these angles like with A and D, so like instead of what you did was you just run forward, you know? Like you're running forward, W, 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 right? Yeah. This is how you're exposing yourself to both ramp and palace. What you should do instead is, as you get here to this position, you just use D and you just peek palace angle. And then peek ramp with D. I mean, it's nice of you that you play B. Is this nade gonna hit? Yeah, that's okay. It's a good nade.
Side.
Side.
It seems like you don't expect people in city yet, right?
Yeah. I mean, while I was kitchen, I think I checked the radar and I thought the guy con would see the cross.
He sees the cross, but I think he got smoked or something, or he just like getting timed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're seeing people out there at this moment right now, like they are right now killing your teammates, right? So you have to make all this way to city, right? So in this case, I would insta expect people. Right now you saw a dot here, right? At this moment. So you had like solid what?
Side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds for him to get here, right? I would expect city here if I were you, so it's like look at the radar a little bit more when you're in market and to try to decide, okay, can they be city or not, you know? Or maybe even ask.
Yeah.
The smoke twin.
Very shy.
Okay, finally break the crate.
Palace. Palace.
You know why you die here?
Obviously, missing the jump like 4 times is not the best idea.
Not only missing the jump, but like the way you like structure this routine. So you should molly here. This routine is exactly explained in the classroom, but you go like car, you jump spot once to see if people are not behind the molly, then you nade deep behind the molly. Then if you want to smoke, that's not in the routine because I don't recommend using your smoke that early. But if you want to smoke, it's better to smoke. Do you see this like door frame here? This frame?
Yeah.
It's better to put the smoke here. So it's like ends on this doorway, you know, because it's a smaller choke point. So instead of it being here and people able to go like here and here, you would put it like here and they would not be able to hide in the smoke, you know, because right now the smoke gives them chance to go like here, right? Or go here. It's a little bit annoying for you, even if you jump up, they can still sneak. Okay, nice.
Left.
Oh, that's nice.
Left.
So instead of doing the steering wheel peek, what you could do here, you heard exactly where he is because of the step. You could just put the crosshair on this angle and just peek with D, you know?
Left.
But because you're doing the steering wheel peek, you blocked yourself with this wall here,
Left.
right there, see? And your movement got fucked because of it. So instead of going like this, boom, and not blocking yourself, you blocked yourself with the wall and you did like kind of a circle, you know? And because of that, your movement was shit there.
We're gonna play show.
Yeah, that's good.
Finally.
Yeah, this is a good play. I mean, they can hear you from under, but whatever. Okay, so one thing, like going ladder with the op is not the play. Like going into the crate, you should stay on the bottom and just switch between this angle and this angle. And this is the 2 angles you should care about. Like going inside the ladder room is just a shit play because this is like very close range angle. It's like weird. You have to move around and be like in annoying position, like not annoying, but like claustrophobic positions. And with an op, you don't want to put yourself there. Okay, so you should stay on the bottom here, and just you would be way easier to get there. You don't want to hold this angle with an op. Like people can pick you on a headshot angle. It's just not the play.
I think now we finally switched and
Nice.
play window, which is my main position usually.
Cool.
But I don't think we switched. I just went there because I feel like I'm not doing any.
I think it's bigger.
It's pretty
I think
useless.
that's a bad night.
Yeah. Like a lot of your utility is shit, to be honest. You should learn like the nade to break the smoke, because you should break the smoke right now.
I do
after this
know
gun.
it. I don't know why I didn't do it, but I do know. One of them at least. This is the best one.
Yeah, you should throw it and just keep fighting from it. This flash as well, I don't know why you throw it here. Doesn't make any sense.
2 on mid.
Nobody asking for it.
Yeah.
Nade as well, bad. This smoke, don't know why you throw it. You don't even like, bro, you throw the smoke and you're like, and you're peeking it with another util out. Like this smoke is the only reason you would ever throw it is if people are here posted up with an op to market and holding the cross. But you peeked it with your another nade out. This is shit smoke. You don't want to do it. I don't know why you do this molly. Like you don't really care about mollying that position because you want them to come because you have op. So
Yeah, that's true.
this is a good spot. Would recommend crouching here because you see more of an angle. But other than that, it's fine. I think you heard this guy on mid, right?
Yeah, I knew.
You're just gonna search for him. Nice, good job.
I have actually a question here. If I play short like this, is it fine to molly for my mate? Because I always do this, or should I just let him?
You should molly, but you should not lose speed. You should just molly and just keep going. And also here, you should flash and take your knife out, not your op, and then take your op around this moment, you know,
Yeah, that's
because you're losing a lot of speed. Again, you're peeking angles with your nade out. So you're like running with your nade out and you're peeking palace with your nade. If this guy doesn't die to your teammate from stairs, he can kill you.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe you have a little bit of a wrong thinking that like you see people on your screen and you think that they're holding angles. But people are not holding angles. People are just hiding sometimes, people are reloading, people are all jiggling. Nobody's holding, like hard holding these angles, you know? You need to be playing for yourself in a sense of don't pick angles with util out, because then you have a chance to die.
One palace.
Yeah, I think I do this a lot. Actually, the way you explain it.
And
makes
this is
sense.
nice. Yeah, this was good.
Again, this.
Mirage.
Okay.
One more.
And again, like, you're prioritizing throwing this nade that doesn't do much to getting in a better position. So right now, like, you get this kill, this is great. Now you should take your knife out and run backside. Don't have, like, you definitely have your gun out for way too long, like right there. You get this kill, right now insta switch to knife, right? Instead of what you're doing, and go backside here. And on the way, maybe you can switch to a smoke and drop like a smoke somewhere along the way. But you have your weapon way too long. Now you're taking a nade, throwing a nade while you can already get shot if they run through the molly. You're missing the nade. You're throwing the molly, bro, while having the op. You get the kill, this is great. And then you die, right? Because you don't expect someone already through.
I guess my mental logic here, of course, is not the best. I was under stress. I thought like I'm as good as dead anyway after taking the shot de Mirage at any moment, so I'm just better off dropping the nade. Like
Terrible mindset. Yeah, terrible. Like you should be thinking like, how do I get the next kills without dying? And taking out your util and throwing 2 pieces of util, definitely not the thing. Should be going backside and just surviving here with an op and like taking a shot here, you know. You could potentially like kill all of them, to be honest. You're not bad at aiming here. Well, yeah, so we have a couple mistakes, mostly like util usage. Maybe you didn't adapt well enough to playing B solo, and maybe you shouldn't even give a fuck about your team and just go window instantly. Maybe.
Someone.